Yes, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. My name is Sharky. It's just finished at St James's Park. Newcastle United 3, Southampton 1. Get in there. Ayoze Perez with the hat-trick, sealing all 3 points for the lads. Now that puts us on 41 points. We've hit the 40-point mark already with 3 games to go. And you know what? We can play with absolute confidence. I mean, we were safe anyway, regardless of what anybody said. You know, when we got that result against Leicester, that was enough for me. And the lads just today never give up. And I had a good feeling at the start of play that we were going to get something today. You know, we didn't play so well in the last home game against Crystal Palace because we had chances and we didn't take them. You know, we played well against Leicester City. Deservedly got the 3 points. And I just felt today against the Southampton side who, you know, are half decent under Ralph Hasenhüttl. You know, he's got them playing really well. I just felt that today we would take our chances and that we would, you know, score the goals and you would get the 3 points. And the lads, for me, were unbelievable, you know, from start to finish. You know, it was a game of 2 halves. The first half, it was all of us, in our opinion. You know, we played so well. Southampton couldn't contain us, you know, and it took until, you know, the second minute where Southampton, you know, could, or we should have got a penalty, but, you know, I think the arm was up there when the ball hit Højbjerg, but the referee waved it away. It would have been a little bit harsh if Southampton got a penalty, but you know what? We'll take anything because we don't get much luck with the referees. So the first opportunity for Newcastle come on the 90th minute. And you know what? We got so unlucky when, you know, Rondon had put a ball, you know, around the corner for Almiron where he made a great run into the penalty box and he smashed it to Angus Gunn where he tipped it for a throw into Southampton. Newcastle, should I say, and yeah, we didn't make much of it, but that was the first real opportunity. Then the game got a little bit scrappy towards the 10th and the 20th minute of the game, and then Southampton got their big opportunity through James Ward-Prowse when Nathan Redmond picked up the ball and he made a dart run to the Leazer's box, and as he put it across the 6-yard box, Ward-Prowse was on hand to try and stab it first time towards Dubravka, but he didn't manage to do that because, you know, we've got a body in the way. Southampton got a corner, and from that resultant corner came an incident where when the ball came into the box, Shaw managed to clear the ball to Almiron where he was basically one-on-one with Angus Gunn, the Southampton goalkeeper. I don't think there was a Southampton man getting back, and James Ward-Prowse, who made the opportunity for the corner, you know, he shoulder barged Almiron into the back and he fell to the ground. And for me, that is a red card. The referee gave a yellow originally, but if VAR was in that game, which it will be introduced next season, for me that's a straight red card every day of the week. If that had been a Newcastle player, we would have got a red card, no question about it. And Southampton were very lucky to get away with that. And you know, the lads didn't drop the confidence after that because it could have. You know, James Ward-Prowse got a yellow card. We could easily have let that decision get to it, but we didn't. You know, we took the lead on 27 minutes through Ayoze Perez. Good hard work, you know, by Rondon. You know, finding Ayoze Perez and 8 guys of space. As he picked up the ball, you see the likes of Yoshida trying to, you know, outmuscle him to try and get the ball off him, but he couldn't. And Ayoze Perez just fired past Angus Gunn, where he hit in the process the left-hand side of the post and it bounced in, and that's 1-0 Newcastle, fully deserved. You know, we had the opportunities, and then 3 minutes later, another good assist by Rondon. He picked up the ball, he just ran, and he passed it across the 6-yard box, and there was Ayoze Perez to stab in past Angus Gunn to make it 2-0 Newcastle on 30 minutes. You know, we're cruising at that point, and you know, we had other opportunities to, you know, go in the lead even further, you know, 3 or 4. But then, you know, half-time 2-0, you expect a response from Southampton. You know, they made a couple of changes from Ralph Hasenhüttl, and you know, they went for it. They were shooting towards Gallagher, and you know, they had a corner within the first sort of 30 seconds, and they came close on numerous occasions. But you know, we had that chance through Ki Sung-young on the, I think it was around at the 55th minute, where he picked up the ball, he literally just let rip, and he managed to beat the Southampton defence. He beat Angus Gunn, and he managed to hit the right-hand side of the post. It bounced out, and lucky for Southampton, they got it away, you know, to safety. And then, you know, we're just like defend at that point. You know, we weren't really going for Southampton. It was mainly all of them. And then as, you know, Southampton were gaining more confidence, Lemina smashed one from outside the box where nobody was picking them up, and he managed to beat our defence. He managed to, you know, beat Dubravka, and he fired it into the bottom right-hand corner and make it 2-1 to Southampton, you know, after about 57 minutes, and it's game on, you know, 2-1. And Southampton deserved it because, you know, they were pressing, They were creating opportunities and we couldn't live with them. We weren't really closing Lamina down, which was very disappointing from our point of view, as we are a defensive team. And Dubravka didn't really have a chance with that, because the defence didn't help them. But you know what? We didn't let that get to it. But as the game grew on, Almiron, who's he played really well against Southampton, in today's game, and he managed to pick up a hamstring injury. He started crying a little bit as he walked off, and I hope that's not his season over now. He's been playing so well, for us, and it didn't look good. And we'll hear obviously in the press conference later on today from Rafa Benitez. And we'll obviously hear on the website, hope and that he's going to be back soon, but it could be the end of his season. I hope not. And, we just went for it. We didn't really sort of be negative about anything like that. We just went for it and, we had a goal. And, Diome came on towards the end, but, we sealed the game with Ayoze Perez. He got his hat-trick on 86 minutes, where when we were peppering their goal at the Leazers, there was like a corner that come in and, there was scrambles here, there and everywhere, and Rondon managed to pick up a loose header which somehow managed to go over the crossbar. I felt at that time we were going to make it free, from Rondon, and then I think we got another corner. Then Javier managed to head the ball out, and then Matt Ritchie just bravely went in with his head, headed the ball towards goal and found Ayoze Perez, who with his head headed straight past Anger's gun. It's 3-1 Newcastle, game over, and that was a game pretty much done. Southampton did have a great opportunity for Yoshida, when it came off his knee in the 90th minute. If they got a second goal, it could have been a different game. But, we had 5 minutes of stoppage time. We kept them at bay, got the 3 points. That's now us 12th in the Premier League on 41 points. And you know what? Ayoze Perez, take a bow. The lad has been unbelievable. And I just hope now that, we can tie him up to a permanent deal properly. We can keep him for the next, few seasons to come. Rondon, he's been absolutely amazing this season. I hope, that Rafa Benitez stays. I hope that if he does stay, that Mike Ashley and the board will give him, the money where he can go out and buy Rondon, because for me, he's an absolute steal. I know the club have got to work to a policy where they don't really like recruiting over 30s, but you know what? He's an experienced player and he's playing so well, in our formation. You can tell the difference between his West Brom days to what he's done this season under Rafa Benitez. He's playing, with better players, and that's no disrespect to West Brom. And Perez is a lot more confident because Rondon is one of those players where he's a lot more confident than Mitrovic. He keeps a hold of the ball. He works hard and he's strong, he's powerful, and he assists as well. And you see that, everybody wants to get into the action, and it was just an unbelievable performance from the lads today. And even at 2-1 where, it could have got a little bit messy, the lads just kept going, and I like that. And I want to see more of that. And if we didn't mess up in so many games this season, we could have been challenging in that top 10 somewhere. We could have had a really good, sort of end of the season. It's not to say we can't have a good end of the season. We've got some winnable games. Brighton away, not doing so well under Chris Hughton. They're only, 3 points ahead of Cardiff. And then, we've got Liverpool at home. We've got a massive say in the title race, and we're doing well at home, after today's result. And then followed by Fulham away, who've won a couple of games, but not to say that we can't go there and, get 3 points. So, we can't end the season on a high. And I tell you what, we've got to show some ambition in the summer. We've got to get Rafa Benitez on a contract, and we've got to make sure that we'll get the players in early that we want, because it's been far too many times where we've waited so long for players to come through the door and it's been too late and we've been left to play catch up. I want everything to be sorted soon. Once the season's done, I want Mike Ashley and the board to sit down with Rafa Benitez. Let's get some ambition. Let's set some targets and let's aim for next season. And, at the end of the day, we'll just go from there. And I think, it's been a brilliant result, brilliant performance, by the lads. Like I say, man of the match, Ayoze Perez, even if he hadn't got that hat-trick. And, the more goals he scores, the better, because the confident he gets, the better it's going to be for us going forward. Now, of course, I wasn't at the game, so there won't be a match day experience. I couldn't find a ticket for it, as obviously I've been busy with work and stuff like that. And I sort of had the day off at the last minute, but it doesn't really matter. It was a good, game all around. Hopefully I should be at the Liverpool game in a few weeks. And, you let me know if you enjoyed the game. Let us know, should Rafa Benitez have done anything different in the game. And just let us know in general if you were there. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to put your comments in down below. It's been Sharky. Get in there. Ayoze, Ayoze, Ayoze Perez. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Enjoy your weekend. How are the lads?